Namaste to all. A very, very beautiful question. The question is, sir, my Acharya is a Ved Vidwan. I've been learning Vedic Dharma and Vedas from my Acharya for quite some time. And also, my family is attached to my Acharya. But in spite of the Vedic knowledge, why I am not having Sukh Shanti inside me and my family? Can you please give me some tips based on the Vedas? Extremely wonderful question, very, very important. I'm not too sure about the questioner's Acharya's name. He has not mentioned it. So, anyways, I will try to answer it from the point of view of Samveda. There is a very beautiful Samveda mantra which speaks about connection between Acharya and Paramatma, where in that mantra the Bhavartha Bhashya I have written in my note. The Bhavartha Bhashya of Veda mantra in Samveda, I think it is in 160 between 160 to 170 mantra. परमेश्वरः पृथिव्यां मेघजलम् उपासकानां हृदये च सुखशान्तिं वर्षति तथैव आचार्यः शिष्यस्य हृदये विद्यां सदाचारं च वर्षति अतः सर्वे परमेश्वरस्य उपासनाम् आचार्यस्य सेवां च कुर्वन्तु. See, the mantra very clearly says Parameshwarah Prithivyam Meghajalam. It is Almighty God Parameshwar who gives the rains, Varsha. Meghajalam means the Varsha rains. Parameshwar is the one who has created rains. And because of Parameshwar, the Prithvi is getting rains. And similarly, it is Parameshwar Upasakanam Hridaye Cha Sukha Shantim Varshati. Similarly, similar to the rains that is happening on the Prithvi, Paramatma is the one, Hridaye, is the one who is going to rain the Sukh and Shanti inside the heart of the Upasak. So, even though you have an Acharya and you are learning Vedas from the Acharya and you are having dedication towards your Acharya, you are doing Sandhya Upasana, you are doing everything. The thing is, Paramatma has to recognize us as Upasak. We can think that we are doing Upasana, but might be we are doing mistake in Upasana. And similarly, please understand, Upasana does not only mean doing everyday Sandhya and Agnihotra. No, Upasana means following Paramatma's Agya. Like I made a video a couple of days back. Please go through my last 10 videos or 15 videos. I made a video very specifically where Paramatma says Paramatmanam Agyam Palayitva. So following the instructions of Vedas in day-to-day life. Morning you wake up, you are doing Sandhya. Evening you are doing Sandhya. Morning you are doing Agnihotra. Evening you are doing Agnihotra. Okay. But from the time of finishing the Agnihotra until the evening Agnihotra, are you in a position or are you following the Agya of Paramatma? Are you following Satya Dharma in our life? That is very important. If we are doing that, then the mantra says Upasakanam Hridaye Cha Sukha-Shantim Varshati Parameshwarah. Parameshwar will Varshayati means he will give Ashirvad and rains, he will give Sukh-Shanti ki Varsha. He will give that blessing inside us. And further, Tataiva Acharya. But how will we do Upasana? When we go to Vedic Acharya, we will do Upasana. And what Acharya does? Acharya does Tataiva Acharya Shishyasya Hridaye Vidyam Sada Acharam Cha Varshati. Acharya also will do these two things. Paramatma will give Sukh Shanti inside our heart, but Acharya will do Vidyam Sadacharam. Acharya will teach us Ved Vidya, which I am sure your Acharya is teaching you. And secondly, Sadacharam. Acharya will also teach us Satya Acharan. Ved, he will not only teach you the mantras, he will also, I hope he also teaches you the Vedic meanings. And he will also explain darshanas. He will also explain like Yoga Darshan or Sankhya Darshan or Upanishads. He will give Manusmriti. He will give various instructions for us to follow Sadachar in our life. Satya Acharan. Sad Acharan. Acharya will do that Varsha inside us, Paramatma. And after understanding the Varsha from Acharya, after understanding the knowledge of Vidya and Sadachar, when we start following it and when we do Upasana and when we really become Upasak, then Paramatma will do Sukha Shantim Varshati. So please understand where is the gap. There is surely, if you are following Ved Vidwan, your Acharya is a Ved Vidwan, and if you are doing everything properly, then there is no way that we are not having Sukh Shanti inside us. So if I'm not having Sukh Shanti inside me, I cannot blame my Acharya, I cannot blame Paramatma, I have to blame only myself. And one more case, since you mentioned that your Acharya is a Vedic philosopher, I don't want to comment, but one more case could be also that your Acharya might not be a real Vedic philosopher. That also you must take care and check. So in that case, if Acharya is a real Vedic philosopher, means what is meant by Vedic philosopher? Samadhisthi yogi, and then he teaches Vedas to all the public, all his disciples, and he accepts new disciples irrespective of his religion, his color, his or her color. I mean, without partiality between men and women. If he is giving the knowledge to all the public with equal, bhavana, and also that Acharya, suppose he is in Grihastha Ashrama or he is in Vanaprastha Sannyasa Ashrama, based on that ashram, he is following the instruction of the Vedas in his life, then he is a Vedic philosopher. So if your Acharya is a Vedic philosopher and Acharya is giving you Vidya and Sadachar, and then you are also following Sadachar in your life, and you are a Upasak in your life, then there is no chance that we are not getting Sukh Shanti. So if we are not getting Sukh Shanti, one of this connection is having a problem. So we must try to recheck everything. Ataha, Paramatma says in this mantra, Samveda, Ataha Sarve Parameshwarasya Upasanam. Because Paramatma gives us Sukh Shanti, you must do Upasana of Paramatma. And because Acharya is giving you Vidya and Sadachar, you must do Acharyasya Sevam Cha Kurvantu. Everybody must do Seva to Acharya. Again, please verify whether you are missing this portion. This is possible that many people have an Acharya, but they never do service to Acharya. Service in the sense, Tan se, Man se, Dan se, Pran se, as much as possible, as per our capability, we must try to do service to our Acharya. That also could be a missing link in your case and in other people's case. Like this question might be in some other people's mind also. Please verify that are we missing in the service to my Acharya? Am I missing the Upasana to Paramatma? Like people do Havan and Agnihotra, but many times what happens is they do Havan and Havan and name jap. They might be doing just for keeping up with the timing. Okay, morning 5:30 to 6 I should do this. Morning 5 to 5 o'clock 4 o'clock I should get up. I get up. I should do Swadhyaya, one page Swadhyaya I will read. I know some people, they say, I have done today's Swadhyaya. I have read one page. Reading one page is not Swadhyaya. Okay, even if you read half the page, what is your reality, real inference from that half page? That is Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means implementing that Adhyayan in our life, Swa Adhyayan. And understanding that what is happening, I am Jivatma, I am doing Adhyayan of this. Where is the connection? Just merely reading half a page or 1 page or 2 page of a Grantha is not Swadhyaya. And similarly, sitting for name jap, okay, today I did morning I did name jap for 20 minutes, I did Agnihotra for 20 minutes, I did 1 page Swadhyaya, evening I did the repetition. Still I am not having Sukh Shanti. Because we are doing it for formality. We are not realizing the Vidya and Sadachar inside our heart. Varshati. Acharya always does, is a true Acharya. He will always focus on Vidya Varsha. Vidya Varsha means Gyan ki Varsha. My Acharya used to sing. Gyan ki Varsha barse hai sab par. जब भी हम आचार्य के पास जाएंगे, he will give ज्ञान की वर्षा. The rain is happening, the rain is pouring everywhere, but at certain place, if it's a pond, it will be stored, right? If it's not a pond, if it's a empty land, the water will just go into the sea. So we must try to understand, are we missing the learnings from my Acharya? Are we missing Upasana, real Upasana of Paramatma? And also one more important check is my Acharya real Vedic Acharya? That also has to be rechecked again. One person asked, I think in website very long years back to my Acharya. My Acharya answered a beautiful, Acharya told, Shishya also must do thorough checkup of the Acharya. Before coming to an Acharya, Shishya also must understand and analyze that Acharya and finalize, okay, this Acharya is my Acharya. Like, my Acharya told, I went to several Acharyas before reaching to my final Guru. Because whenever I reach an Acharya, I try to understand their concept. Then Nididhyasan, Shravan Manan Nididhyasan, and then their Acharan I used to check. And I found out fraudulent activities in many Acharyas, so he left. Those people are not called Acharyas. They are just like, self-made gurus. So my Acharya left those gurus. Finally he reached his Acharya, who was a great tapasvi. So similarly, we also have to have this checking in our life that are we following the right path? Are we following the right guru? Are we a right shishya? Am I doing service to my Acharya? Am I doing proper upasana? If everything happens properly, then there is no other, we cannot escape the Sukh Shanti of Paramatma. We will get Sukh Shanti. Please understand that. Extremely important question, and this is Samveda mantra between 160 to 170 mantra. And one more mantra I was reading a couple of days back, Vaje Vaje Yoge Yoge Tavastaram, something like that. The mantra will come, Samveda. In that mantra, very clearly, Paramatma has very clearly told, Vaje Vaje means many obstacles will come in your life. But Yoge means by adopting the yogic path, by adopting the Upasana Marg, every obstacle can be overcome by Paramatma's Kripa, by Acharya's knowledge. Vidya, Acharya gives us Vidya, and then Paramatma will give us Sukh Shanti. But there will be obstacles in our path. Of course, there are obstacles. We are living in this world. We have diversion, family diversion. We have other problems. We have so many issues, money problem, joblessness. Somebody has lost a job. Many obstacles are happening, will happen in our life. But all these obstacles can be overcome by Ishwar Upasana, Ishwar Pranidhan. And the mantra also says, Yogi, by adopting the yogic way, you can overcome all the obstructions in your life. So extremely important knowledge, Vedic knowledge can be, it might sound repetitive to you, to some people, but even if it is a repetition, please do Manan Chintan daily. It will help us in building sanskars inside our mind. And repeatedly when we do Adhyayan and when sanskar is very firm, then vritti also will become pure. With the sanskar, the vritti happens, right? So किसी के अंदर काम वासना है और उसी के हिसाब से वृत्ति उठेगी. So we must try to carefully build our sanskar slowly daily. For that, Swadhyaya is very important. Everyday Swadhyaya, everyday listening to good information from Vedas is very, very important. Please ask me such questions. This is a very important question. I also encourage others to ask such questions so that we can discuss in sense I can try to give some answers based on my knowledge. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.